Hey everyone, my name is Sohrab. I am the founder of SOFIT. We have been training and working with people over the last few years to make fitness fun. For us, fitness has to be fun. One of the topics we're going to kind of talk about, and the topic we're going to talk about today is how to kind of make fitness as a lifestyle sustainable from home. um, the thing about fitness and the thing that I've kind of realized and gotten to understand over the years, and I've been training personally uh, since I was 13 or 14 years old, is you've got to keep things simple. Fitness can be achieved from anywhere. It really depends on what your definition of fitness is, what you want to kind of work on, uh, what your goals are. And everyone's goals, every individual is different, so everyone's goals are different. uh, for me, fitness has always and will always be a necessity. It's not a luxury. I think people in India kind of treat it as a luxury, and that's when half the problems arise, because you'll do it only if you have the time, or only if you have access to the gym, or only if you have certain things available to you. The way I look at fitness is it's a necessity. Like, you get up in the morning to brush your teeth, you get up and work out irrespective of what you're doing through the day. A lot of people kind of plan their day and then put in a workout if they get the time. I like to do it the other way. I like to kind of plan my day around my workout. So I like to make sure that I have my workout done, and then I will plan whatever I need to as far as the day is concerned. So creating that sustainable lifestyle, right? Fitness is not, and especially from home, it's actually easier than most people think. Most people like to complicate stuff. If things are not cool enough, then we're not fit enough, or we're not working hard enough. I think fitness, and what the pandemic taught us, is that fitness can be achieved even if you're working out of home. I worked out of home for about 12 months, a year, and I was fine. It didn't really kind of play on my fitness levels. So there are a few things you need to kind of keep in mind, right? Fitness is not only about training. It's not only about going crazy in the gym. It's not only about spending hours in the gym. It's about, well, training is one aspect to it. Food is another aspect to it, and that can be achieved at home. Another aspect to it is sleep and recovery. I think that's something that people ignore. People ignore the importance that sleep has as far as your training life is concerned. So these are all things that kind of need to go together to achieve a certain amount of fitness, or a fitness level. Now, can you do that from the comfort of your home? Yes, you can, right? And that's what people need to understand. As far as training is concerned, let's break it down. Now, as far as training is concerned, there's a ton of options available today from an equipment standpoint. You don't have a big enough house, you don't have a big enough room, you don't have enough area. That's fine. There's enough body weight work to do, right? I spent the pandemic doing a lot of RFT work. RFT is something that's very close to my heart. It's something that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and you really don't need space or weights for it. So that's one thing. You can buy dumbbells now. You get enough dumbbells. If you don't want to kind of clutter your house with a lot of dumbbells and kettlebells, then you get those adjustable dumbbells and kettlebells now, and those kind of work. So you don't need to have a lot of space. One adjustable dumbbell with a couple of adjustable kettlebells, and you're good to go. A skipping rope, something as simple as an ab mat. Now, if you have these 3 or 4 things, you're kind of set in your way, or on your way to kind of achieving your fitness goals or your fitness lifestyle. And that's one aspect to it. No one's asking you to train for hours and hours and hours. We're talking about even getting in 15 or 20 minutes a day, and that's enough. That's more than enough, actually. So focus on that aspect when it comes to training. Now, when it comes to something as simple as nutrition, all you need to kind of do is eat simple home food. Again, you don't need to get fancy food. You don't need avocados of the world. You don't need quinoa. You need nothing. You need simple home cooked food. Vegetables, dal, roti, your rice. If you can kind of pick brown rice over white rice, great. If you can't, that's fine. Stay away from as much refined sugar as you possibly can. That will help. And stay away from something as simple as maybe fried food, right? These are simple changes you need to make to see change. Let's talk about one very important aspect, and an aspect that I think gets ignored a lot is your sleep. You don't need to go to any fancy place for that. You don't even need to step out of the house. It's about kind of getting into that comfort of your own bed and getting a good night to sleep. Um, Now, ranges differ in terms of how much time you should spend in bed, and there are different research points on different hours that work for you. I think you need to find out what works for you, right? When it comes to sleep, anything between 7 to 9 hours is not a is actually pretty good from a sleep perspective. So try and kind of clock in that amount of time when it comes to sleep. But what you should try and do is kind of get in this, maybe sleep at the same time and try and wake up at the same time every single day. Create that routine for yourself, because it helps you from a fitness standpoint, also from getting the right amount of sleep. Now, I'm not a fan of massive transformations. I think transformations have to happen in the head. Lifestyle changes have to happen in the head, and once you kind of do that, once you change your lifestyle and fitness becomes a part of that lifestyle, the changes can happen whether you're working out of home or whether you have a gym available to you. Can you do this from the comfort of your home? If you kind of follow the points that I just spoke about when it comes to training, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to sleep, yes, you can. And you can make that lifestyle at home. So make those small changes, and I promise you'll see results.